Hello everyone, I'm trying to do this and I to quickly call the attention of Ahmed Berekete is the reason I'm actually doing this, because I know Ahmed has been doing a very good job up until this time, and I'm trying to clear the air on this because they are trying to use this platform to change the narrative. Ahmed, if you're watching, anybody who's actually watching Berekete, the videos, the audio you played, the audio of Wumi that you played, calling the father, was a reaction. Please employ this, the 5 W's and H in broadcasting. What informed the call? When did they call? Where was the call made? Who was the call addressed to? And how did the person react? The mother, Wumi, called the father-in-law after a blogger, Baba Mohbad's bloggers, were raining curses. That person who actually cursed, who said the child was going to die before it becomes 1 year. That was why you can see it was a reaction. The call on Mohbad having calling the wife, that was a call made before she even had a child. It was a call, and it was a friend of Cynthia Wumi that recorded that call to keep it, because that's when Mohbad was being said that he has psychosis. After that call, Mohbad went to his father and pleaded with him to go and help beg Wumi back. It was later afterwards that they had a child. So they are trying to use that. They've caught all the stuff. And the place where you have the mother, yes, Mohbad's mother, reaching out to people, it wasn't as if see, these people are doing court and join. It's the same way they doctored the press release on, the police made. That by putting a CCTV camera that was not in the picture. So anybody who's watching, tell Ahmed, I've been trying to reach out to Ahmed Berekete. I've called you on 3 occasions. Your handlers, the people in the control room, are not picking the call. I sent I sent some messages. The ones I sent to the police, the PRO, the PR of police, the police spokesperson, and the PPRO and the commissioner of police. I sent them to you. The same thing I sent to you. Your people haven't opened it. See, be careful with how you handle this case. We have people using the Yahoo method, and the same method they use to tear the country apart is what they are using here. The case is in court. Allow the inquest to know. And let me let you know one thing, Ahmed. The police, the state government in Lagos has actually spent a lot of money and resources. They chose best police people to go into this case. 19 people. And I want to 19 police officers. 13 were to the special investigation that went to the crime scene, that went to the hospital, that took in the nurse, that went to everything that was connected. That went to Mohbad's residence. Those people were there. 3 were for forensic, and 3 other were legal departments. So making a total of 19 people, and push that one away. Akaramakola doesn't understand Yoruba, and he didn't actually interpret what the person actually said, which is one of the reasons I'm actually doing this live video. I've been on this case. I have actually even helped Mohbad share his video before he died. I know when he was in Naira Marley, I purposely chose not to talk about this thing. But the way this thing is actually going, the people who are handlers of Baba Mohbad are trying to paint the nation black. International community is actually watching this. I've been monitoring how, if you notice, a civil rights advocate also, in the person of Oriyomi Amzat, he had to wash his hand because he saw that there's a family feud here. And if you tell the man, why did the man pretend that he didn't know, okay, if he's lying that he wants DNA, why did he force Mohbad to give him 250,000 on the spot for the naming, that he wants to go and do his own naming in his place in Beribe? There's a lot of stuff. Ahmed, I would give you, I need your number in particular, because the ones I thought I had your number when I collected your number during 2016 Occupy NAS. I've sent messages, and maybe the people handling your phone, they're not giving it to you. I sent some messages. I called that number. The number didn't go through when Baba Mohbad was there, because I wanted to ask him vital questions. Why did Baba Mohbad have to tamper with circumstantial evidence? Why didn't he call the police at the scene? He left the scene and he took the cops to Ikorodu. Why do you expect the police in Ikorodu to accept the cops? Why would they accept the cops? He could have murdered his own child. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that was the reason why. And Baba Mohbad wanted to bury that child at 12 a.m. Which they said no. They begged him, they pleaded with him not to go. And when they were burying this Mohbad, a lot of people there were going for that wife. They were saying they were going to collect everything she has, and they were going to lynch her if she dares come to that place. So we should tread with caution on these things. Don't allow people to be playing with your emotions and fingering your brain. There are a lot of people who have actually, they have 15 accounts, fake accounts for GoFundMe. We've actually checked them. I know what they're doing. They are checking a narrative. Baba Mohbad, the moment those TikTok boys went to his house on the day he buried Mohbad, he said nothing. He never said good thing about the son, and he was claiming he is a very passionate father. If you think you've lost your child, I've also done that too. I've done that too. And the same thing, Ahmed. So don't put sentiment into it. Go for justice. Mohbad was a friend to many. Mohbad was a source of income to some people. Some people who were working with Mohbad were connected. The moment they killed Mohbad, they cut short the livelihood of those people. The management, they cut short of it. Mohbad was a son. They stopped him being a son to the mother and the father. The wife, the father, the son, nobody. So it's the justice that we are looking for. We're not attaching sentiment to it. But this man is not, the man is not, who is Baba Mohbad to now start asking for DNA when he had actually buried the evidence in the first instance? If not for the outcry that we had, that we said, no, we must exhume this, and we wrote to the authorities, and they actually yielded to our yearnings. So who is he? And he has no right to start asking for DNA online. You go through lawyers. And let me let you know something, Ahmed. Barrister Femi Falana was actually called into the picture by the wife, and he was supposed to be the lawyer to the family. But Baba Mohbad, because of him and his handlers, is great. I want to challenge him. If you want to do your due process, Ahmed, I'd rather you go and send your camera crew to go and meet Wunmi in a specified place and have them interview Wunmi, or go live and have a live feed, and let's hear the side of Wunmi's story. You can't be doing something to this man, and check his account, how much he has. He's claiming Baba Mohbad can't get a truce right now. What Baba Mohbad would be doing right now is he's going to face the consequences of his actions. You cannot tear these people are trying to tear the state apart, trying to tear the country apart. International communities are watching. Some people were even asking me, how is this going? I said the government is on it. It was because of this same attitude of his that the state government had to halt the inquest. Inquest has never been done for an ordinary person, but they did it for an ordinary citizen. And they carried out to unravel. And you know what inquest is all about? Trial hasn't started. The trial hasn't started. I don't know why he's actually having a family feud. He started. He's the genesis of all of this problem that the poor widow is actually feeling. And I got to rest Mohbad. So Mohbad is a private person. He never wanted his own his dirty laundries being aired this out. He knows the kind of man he has as a father. And they're trying to tear the country apart. They're trying to mess up with our psychic when we have a lot of stuff to get done in the country. There's a lot you can see even in your studio. If you see in your studio, you can see some things are not getting right. So to be a leader is not always easy. And you have to be very careful the people who are working behind the scenes with you. When some calls were coming from other quarters, and when you said that something that they were trying to give you a false narrative, the people who were actually trying to call, they said, I'm going to translate what they're saying, even if I'm not in good terms with them. They said they would call you if you're trying to bar them. They will open an account, so you won't be able to bar. They will call you directly because they want to give you their own narrative. If you are going to do justice, you cannot do justice in this because it's the government who's going to handle this anyway, and they have been doing excellently well in this case. They've spent money and they spent resources. We had the best lab in Lagos State, in sub-Saharan Africa. But it was burned down during the same kind of people who are orchestrating this. They are trying to push towards anarchy in the country and insurrectionists. This is how they act, and this cancel culture we want to put a stop to. I'm using this opportunity to call out to the Nigerian National Orientation Agency and the Voice of Nigeria. We should put a stop to the use of social media and TikTok right to people who own the TikTok. They should clip it the way they clip the ones in America. The TikTok you're having in Nigeria is not the same content that you have in China or in the Middle East or in US or in Canada. We should have that privacy also in Nigeria, where you have just people, they talk, they say all nonsense. They could just come and conduct themselves like barbarians online. It's disheartening. Ahmed, I know you. I've known you for over 12 years, and I know what you stand for. So I don't want them to use your platform to change the narrative of what you've actually built. You have a good legacy. You're a human rights advocate. But I want you to use the 4 W's and H in broadcasting. They cut videos for you. It's not a food clip. So don't go by it. If you want to hear this, you can't all just be sitting. Send your crew members to have maybe put up the lady in a hotel and ask questions and let her go live with you. And you hear from it. Hear from the wife. The ex-wife, that's Mohbad's mother. Mohbad's mother had been in Mohbad's life before he died. Don't go about the song. The last song was even dedicated to the wife. Go and listen to it. Mohbad had an accord with the mother. He knows the mother was a prayer warrior. The Mohbad father that was laughing on the day of burial. Why didn't you ask Mohbad's father why was his corpse? Why did he have a broken neck? Was that how he left the home? If it's in a Senna climb, Baba Mohbad should be arrested by now without putting the African sentiment into it. And he's saying he's demanding for DNA. Or who are you? Do you have the right? Did you sleep with the wife? Did the son tell you? And the son told you categorically that you should not tarnish the legacy of the family. He gave the boy to you to carry. Now you're saying people online that are demanding for paternity. Who is going to be telling you paternity? Because of what? Those the Mohbad who work for all of this thing, is he alive right now? You didn't tell how the poor girl who steal the mother's pot of soup, who go and give the boy. You didn't tell when the girl that has always been with him. It is when she wants to now fold her arms to enjoy the labor. Would it be then you now decide to kill the young boy? Why do you think Davido married Chioma? So don't go with this narrative, Ahmed. I plead with you. I like you so much, and I understand what you do. But the people, you need to be very careful with the people who work behind the scene in the control room. You then got to give your doctor a tape. What that audio you heard, the audio you heard of Mohbad was before Mohbad had a child. And it was even Mohbad that went back to the father to plead with the daughter, with the daughter-in-law. He was crying. And the one that mother, they caught it. It was the mother who made the appeal. She said they should find the killers. He said they shouldn't leave Sam Larry and Naira Marley. So you should be tread with caution with whatever it is you're doing. I know you as a journalist, and that is why I'm very, very angry right now with what they are trying to use your platform for. I'm going to go back to it. I want to go back. Don't let people translate. Akramakallah, you didn't translate it verbatim. You didn't translate. It shows. I can read the body language of everything that is there. So if you want to let's do due diligence and let's give kudos to our state government and federal government. And whenever something happens, you shouldn't say, face the actual authorities, not the presidency. If it's a state government, if it's a local government, address that so that we'll put people on their toes whenever they're working. We elected these people to work for us, not just one particular person as the president. No, we have state governors, we have ministers, we have commissioners, we have a house of reps. If these things are not right, if we all have a country to call our own, we should stop all this barbarianism online. And yet, whenever some people are now calling down our country, that is when we now want to say, you want to fight, you want to protect. Let's be progressive. We have this to pull him down syndrome too much. What would she gain if the case is in court? The trial hasn't started, and he's now claiming he wants his truth. You should have asked Ahmed, why did Baba Mohbad? Why is the lawyer of Mohbad suing Baba Mohbad? Why is Barrister Femi Falana Chambers suing Baba Mohbad? If he's actually getting what it was the pack he had with a certain African TV man. He doesn't have good things to say about. Even in handlers, they have actually called him out. They can't be calling us fools. We are learned people, and we also have street credibility. We know how this thing from. They were trying to dent the image of a royal person, and every blogger, I repeat, every blogger who's trying to turn down or tear our country apart, every one of you are going to get a petition, and you're going to be sued in any diaspora that you find yourself in, especially those people fingering this case. You know nothing, next to nothing about the information about it. Ahmed, go and check where Baba Mohbad stayed. They should tell you the kind of person he is. He never said nice things about the Mohbad. The house they stayed in, it was the same woman that actually rented the house. The woman was actually working for him. It's a layabout. I challenge him to say that. If not for the Yapo Nokpaja stuff, would have used domestic violence to actually catch you the way you actually treated the woman. There should be a stop to this. I'm good. And let me let you in on something, Ahmed Berekete. The case is not going to Abuja. The case will be done in Lagos State. The case will be done in Lagos State. The scene happened in Lagos, and the authority actually be saddled. They've done a lot, and it must be done in Lagos State. I will yield the mic right now and still go and watch and hear before I come back again. Thank you, my followers.